All right, here we are. We are at the Forge right now. We are talking to the man from Soulfly. Max, how you doing?
Great. I just took a halls for my throat.
Well, you got to have that for the show, but
Yeah. The vocals are holding up pretty good, man. But it's always good to double up, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
To get little halls going all day and get the throat strong for.
Well, the weather isn't exactly the best for.
Man, you know, we just come from Canada.
Yeah.
We're in Toronto, and it's messed
brutal.
Up. It's brutal.
You can say fucked up. It's okay.
Fucked up. Yeah, you know, like really bad. And we're in Michigan last night. But you know, the coolest thing, metalheads don't give a shit about weather. Man.
No,
they come out no matter what, and that's the coolest, man. You know, like I don't know. To me, I was trying to pass that feeling to the crowd, like how much I appreciate them being there, and I hope I did all right. I think they got it, but I was like really excited and really truly just happy to see everybody come out like with that shitty weather, you know, like, and they don't care, man. They just want to go out and just let all the energy out, all the anger out.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's, you know, everybody works, they want to get out, they want to do something, and then they go to these concerts, you know, your concerts and all the metal ones, and
that's what exists for, you know. That's what we do this thing, you know, is to connect with people, make a connection through the music, through the lyrics. Some people like to get all the frustration, all the anger on the floor, you know, circle pit, moshing. Some people like headbanging. Some people like to stay in the back, like the old timers. Stay in the back, arms crossed, you know, little, the head, you know, the head moving, you know, with the groove. But it's all great, man. I love it. I love being on tour. I love making new records. Ritual just came out.
Right.
Super excited.
So I want to take you back because I did have a question from one of our listeners from our radio station, Asgard Radio. They wanted to know, well, I know, but I'm like, well, you're not a true Soulfly fan if you don't know where the name came from. So I told them, I said, okay, I tell you what, I said, I am not going to tell you. I said, I will let, when I do the interview, because you actually got it from one of your original songs that you wrote. It was in the song. You were told you should use it. The record label said, no, you're not. But then you went on TV and announced it.
Wow.
And they pretty much shit their drawers when they found out that's how you did it. How did that feel when I don't know, can I say their name? Is it okay to say their name? Or,
Deftones.
Roadrunner.
You know, that was Roadrunner.
It was Roadrunner. You said Soulfly on live TV is the name of your band, and the rap about shit himself.
That was in France, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it started with the song "Head Up" with the Deftones. You know, I recorded with them, and on the song I said "Soulfly" on the song. You know, but when I recorded with the Deftones, which was in '97, I didn't have Soulfly until '98. You know, for like a whole year, I was looking for some other names. I had all this list of Brazilian names. I even had the guy from the Tribe in Brazil that we record. The Roots record. Even he gave me some list of suggestion names.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's how deep it was the search for a name. But it was right in front of me the whole time. I just didn't look good enough. And then when they finally clicked, like, hey, man, the Deftones song, Head Up, Soulfly. Yeah, why? Yes, Soulfly is great.
Yeah.
It's a made-up word. I like to make those made-up words in, like, Stray Hate. You know, like, put two words together. So we mentioned, I think we mentioned to the label they didn't like it. I don't know if that was the case or I didn't mention at all and went on France on TV and said.
Well, they told from what I understand, they told you no. They didn't like it.
They didn't like it. Yeah, they didn't like it.
They didn't like it, but you went on TV in France.
There was something like we needed they say at that time. We need a cool name like Limp Bizkit or Korn, you know. and I was like, well, I don't have one of those, man. You know, I mean, like I have Soulfly, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck it, and they didn't like it, and I was like, fuck it, I don't care if they like it or not. You know, it's my thing, it's my band, and so I went on TV in France and announced it. That's the name of my new band is Soulfly. It's on it's a big channel they call Canal Plus.
Okay.
Canal Plus does a lot of TV stuff, so I was playing live. I think with the Deftones actually.
Okay.
And I was doing the head up, and then I just blurted out, "It's Soulfly is the name of the new band." And I think that was kind of pre-internet, so it didn't have. If it was today, it would be a lot more shocking. It would be all over the news, like
it would be everywhere.
Max announced his name, the band, blah blah blah. You know, but at that time, the internet wasn't pumping like it is now.
Right.
So, but it was still cool, you know.
Yeah, it's a cool read. It's a cool if you ever get a chance to go check it out. Check out the history of Soulfly and how they get it.
But the name itself is actually it's a tribal belief. Many tribes that did this research in South America and Africa and even North America, I believe when they make music, they are evoking the spirits of the ancestors through the music, and their souls are flying around them when they play the instruments.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of them even believe this is when it gets real crazy. Like the animals sacrificed to make skins for the drums. Even the spirits of the animals get out through the drumming of those.
Really?
Yeah, so it's really deep, you know.
Yeah, that is kind of deep. Yeah. That's more than just Shock and Roadrunner. That's kind of a deep meaning.
So it's a cool name. It's a positive name. I want to do something different, you know, like I say, I tried for a year to find a name, and I had all these names that sounded like Sepultura, but it would just be a copy, you know.
Right.
And then I just went totally the other way, you know. It's Soulfly is as different name as you can get from Sepultura, and try to do things in a little bit different way, and then that's how it turned out. And so I'm very pleased, you know.
Yeah. So now the writings you do now, do you do most of the writing for the songs? Is it mainly you, or is it a collaboration of
It's still a collaboration, but it's like it starts with me because I'm a riff freak, you know, a riff maniac. I love riffs, man, you know. Okay. Riff lord, whatever you want to call it, riff man. So I love riffs. I live for riffs. Sometimes I sit down and record riffs for 10 hours straight at home, and a lot of those go into special places in a vault, and some of them go to the void. I never see them again. But when I'm writing for a certain record, I'm really inspired by the record, you know.
Okay.
So Ritual, I was writing for Ritual, and was very inspired. And then we take it to the studio, and then everybody puts their little touch in it to make it Soulfly, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Rizzo puts his little flavor on it. Mike puts his little flavor on it. Zion on the drumming, and then becomes a proper song. But it's cool. It's a cool work ethic, you know. It's like really interesting, but it always starts with the riffs.
Okay, so when you go into something like that, going into recordings and stuff, is that always in the back of your mind? Is that the name Soulfly, and that this is what it's always represented for 20 years, and you want to continue that, you know, with the souls and, you know, the deep meaning of it? Do you still go into it doing that, or has it become more of well, I have this riff, you know, let's see what we can do with it? More
like I tried to do a little bit of both. I mean, the new album especially, I think, is a real good representation of what Soulfly is. All the elements that make Soulfly. You know, we got the tribal, the groove, and then the thrash metal and the death metal and a little bit of black metal, the hardcore. All those elements come out on this record. So I think, and to me, that's what makes this album so exciting and so cool, is that it's a really big blend of everything. You know, you have a song like Under Rapture that's almost like 3 songs in one. You have like the thrash beginning, and then you have the death metal part where Ross from Immolation sings on it, and then you have like a Godflesh ending, like you know, industrial heavy ending. So to me, that's what makes this record interesting and exciting, is that we have no I had no problem putting all my own musical tastes, because I think you play what you like, you know. It's kind of a reflection. It's always been like Sepultura was like that, Nail Bomb, and you play what you want to hear, you know. Right. Well, this is what I like to hear, you know. And then, you know, of course, some things are kind of Soulfly trademarks. A song like Ritual, it's a Soulfly trademark almost, like it's like a Coca-Cola, you know?
Right,
You know,
yeah.
it's a brand.
Yeah.
Because Soulfly, it is kind of a brand. You know, it's real popular around the world, and
Yeah.
and a lot of people really like this groove, tribal feeling, and we really reached back and tried to bring it back with a song like Ritual.
Okay.
Took us back to primitive, and Soulfly won.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, we're going to let you rest your voice here. We'll wrap this up so you can eat your halls and rest the voice and just sit here and listen to your music. But I do appreciate your time, sir.
Thanks, brother.
It's been great. We're going in here a little bit later to check out some Soulfly. Before that, we got other bands that are coming up before that in sight. They're going to be here tonight. Central Disorder. Who else, Evan? I can't remember who else is here. Cataclysm. Oh shit! How the hell did I forget them? Cataclysm's here too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a great show.
Metal night.
So I know you guys ain't gonna see this till Monday, but if you missed it, you're shit out of luck. So all right, we'll see y'all later on Asgard Radio. Soulfly. See y'all later.
Yep.